have helped many clients double or triple their sales within 12 months. And one of the number one things that we've done is help them find the right sales associate for their business. So if you want that kind of results, then stay tuned, because today we're going over how a sales associate can benefit your small business. I'm Amy Walker. I am a client acquisition specialist, and I help you find the simplest, most efficient way to consistently find your ideal client. And I'm glad that you're here today because we are talking about a really important topic. So my first year in business, I hustled, I worked hard, I did over 6 figures in my coaching business. The second year, I built my sales team and I got a couple appointment setters, I got 1 or 2 closers, and we quadrupled sales that year. And that is not like something that was a surprise, flash in the pan, nobody else could do it. That consistently happens with my clients. Once you've proven your sales process, you are ready to bring on some sales associates and scale that sales team. So in today's video, we're covering a couple of things. First, I'm going to focus on why you need to have a sales associate and what the benefit is to your business. Second thing, I'm going to share with you the different types of sales associates that you could hire so that you can find the right one that's going to be the best fit for you. A salesperson is not a one size fits all, everybody's the same. There's different types of salespeople. Next, I'll give you some insights into what you need to have in place so that you know if you're ready to bring on somebody for sales or not. And then fourth, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can actually structure their pay so that you are ready to take your business and expand and explode and grow because you've got the right help in place. If you're new to the channel, this would be a great time to hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell so you can get notified every time we release new content. We release new videos 3 times a week, and we really do our best to produce content that is answering questions that you are out there asking that will help you grow faster and simpler. So, first thing I said I would talk about is why you need a sales associate. The reality is, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you do not have 40 hours a week to dedicate to sales. I don't. I've got to film YouTube videos. I've got to work on my marketing strategy. I have to hold team meetings. I have to create content. I have to actually work with the clients. Like, I'm the one that's interfacing with them. So there are a lot of things on my plate as the business owner. And I don't have 40 hours a week to dedicate to sales, but guess what? Your business needs 40 hours a week dedicated to sales or more. The number of hours that you put into sales directly affects the number of dollars that you have at the end of the month. So wouldn't you want more hours going towards sales? I do. I mean, to me, that's kind of like a no-brainer. We want more hours in there. And it's going to allow you to be able to let go of some of those tasks that are maybe time-consuming parts of the sales process, but aren't necessarily profitable. The other reason you may really want a sales associate is you might not be good at sales. And I believe that every business owner should learn the basics of sales. I really do. And I think 80% of all people are trainable and they could learn to be good in sales, but there are some people that I meet and I'm like, oh, yeah, you just are not going to be the salesperson in the company. And that's okay as long as you're willing to step into getting someone else to sell for you. So with sales, when you're hiring your first sales associate, one common mistake that people make is they're like, oh, I hired a salesperson, now I don't have to do sales. Nope, you keep selling until your salesperson is outselling you. And then you slowly, it goes like this. You start out closing all the sales, they're not closing any. And then when they hit, you can start to maneuver and then go down. But I wouldn't move down too much, because even if you go like this and you're doing less, but they're not doing enough, you're still not maybe making as much as you were before. So just pay attention. So don't abdicate the role of sales. You need to stay in sales until your sales team is performing well enough that you can take a step back. All right, let's discuss the different types of sales professionals that you might hire. The first could be an appointment setter. So that is somebody who is going to take all of the leads that you have generated through your marketing efforts, and they're going to call, they're going to text, they're going to email, and they're going to find the people that are interested and qualified to buy from you. They're going to schedule them on your appointment calendar, or they're going to schedule them with another closer. That's all they do. They are friendly. They have a great personality. They love engaging and talking with people. They tend to be customer service oriented where they like helping others, and they're going to represent your brand well and be that great first friendly face. Second person you might need on your sales team is a closer. So the closer is the one that's actually going to do the consultation, the presentation, the pitch, and they are going to close the deal. In some sales teams, the closer actually also does the setting, and in some sales teams, you separate out those two positions so you can just kind of find what works the best for you. I've done it both ways, and there's pros and cons to each one. The third type of person you might need is somebody who does prospecting for you or data mining. Sometimes that gets called scraping websites. So basically what they are doing is they are out there online and they are not interfacing necessarily with anyone, but they're doing research for you and they're compiling a database of companies that might be a good fit for you to work with. They're getting the contact information. They're figuring out, who's the right person in the organization, what is the best number to reach them on. They're gathering all that info for you, and then they're just creating a database. And that's all they do. They just prospect. The next person that you might want is someone who does business development. So business development is kind of an umbrella term that means they do a lot of things. So a business development person is probably doing prospecting, they are probably setting appointments, and they are probably closing. But their job is not to work within your pool of people, it's to go outside and open up new doors for the business. They might be finding joint venture partnerships for you. They might be finding affiliates for you, but their job is to open new doors for your business and create new opportunities for you. So I've hired different types of business development people in the past. I've hired people to go attend networking meetings that I didn't want to go to. I've hired people to reach out to joint venture partners and find relationships that then I could jump on and do a co-training together. I've hired business development people to book me for speaking gigs. And I've hired business development people just to go and find the opportunities in the community where other business owners are, meet the business owners, and have sales conversations with them. So that is kind of an umbrella term, but if you are looking for somebody who is a salesperson, just understand there's different types. There might be somebody who they're only willing to call your leads. And then there's those other ones that will go out there and they'll kind of be that pioneer for you and bring new people into your organization. The next type of sales associate is going to be an account manager. And this is somebody who they are going to just manage your current client base, and they're going to continue to retain them and then get more sales from them. And so they basically work your book of business, and they make sure that you keep the clients. They make sure that you're getting the referrals. They make sure that they're looking for any upsell opportunities, and they're really good at maintaining relationships. The challenge with this type of salesperson is that they may not be good at business development, and they may not be good at bringing in new salespeople. So make sure when you're hiring, you're clear on what you need most, because I tend to find that they're different personalities, the account manager versus the business development closer. The person who likes to bring in new business usually is so focused on that new commission that they don't really pay attention to who's already in there. And so it's kind of a different skill set, different personality. The last sales associate that you may be looking for is an affiliate partner. This is somebody who is not necessarily going to function like a member of the sales team, but they're an important and critical part of your sales plan. It's somebody who can promote your products and services and introduce them out to a new pool of people that you wouldn't have access to on your own. So these are the different types of salesperson you might be looking for. As you heard about them, where did you get excited? Where were you like, oh my gosh, I want one of those? Somebody to call all my leads? Oh, that sounds dreamy. And they just show up on my calendar magically. I want a setter. Or was it, yeah, I know that we need to be using LinkedIn Sales Navigator and other prospecting tools, but I just don't have time to do it. I need someone to do my prospecting. Who stood out to you as somebody that would make a huge impact on your sales team? Okay, third thing I wanted to talk about is what you need to have in place before you hire a salesperson. Basically, you have to have the standard operating procedures written out, and you have to have the system built to be able to track and manage that. If you don't have those pieces in place and you're kind of holding the whole sales system, the process, and you don't have any software, it's all kind of in your head, then what will happen is you'll hire a salesperson, they won't perform well, You'll get frustrated, they'll get frustrated, and it ends up being a waste of time and money. So make sure those two things are in place, standard operating procedures and the actual system or software that it runs off of. And then you're good to go. Now before we wrap up here, let's chat a little bit about how to pay your sales team. I like performance pay. As a salesperson, I know that I'm always gonna earn more when I'm on commission than when I'm on like a base, because commission is the highest level of risk. It's also the highest level of reward. I like to pay my salespeople on performance pay. So I tend to, with my closers and my business development people, it's straight commission. With my appointment setters, I also like to do performance pay best. I have done some hourly in the past, and I just felt like I didn't get as many qualified sets. They didn't seem as hungry and as like willing to go out there. So with my setters, I pay them a per person amount, like per qualified appointment they schedule, they get an amount. Then I also do bonuses. So I've definitely always done closing bonuses, and I've also played around with volume bonuses, which means if you hit 5 appointments in a week, you get, surprise, an extra $100. If you get, 10 appointments in a week, we'll give you 300. And I'm just making up numbers that off the top of my head. You really have to base it on your numbers in your system. But just to give you an idea, I like to put money in different ways so that they're really incentivized to work hard. I'd rather do it that way and let them earn the $18 an hour than just pay them the hourly rate. When I've hired people to do prospecting for me, that one is usually an hourly rate or a project rate, and that's a task that I love hiring out on onlinejobs.ph or Upwork. It's a great place to be able to find independent contractors working in other parts of the country where that hourly rate is lower, and so I get to pay them a lower amount, which saves me money. They are great at doing their job, and their cost of living is lower, so it's a good wage for them. All right, my friends, I hope in this video, I really hope that I've convinced you that you should be looking at how to have a sales team. Doing sales on your own is so much harder because every time you go on vacation, sales stop. When you get sick, sales stop. When you have an off day and your hair looks bad and you feel grumpy, your sales drop. I want your company to be able to thrive no matter what's going on with you, because when you have that, that's where I feel like you truly can sleep at night, and you have that peace of knowing that everything is going to come together and everything's going to work out fine. So there you have it, my friends. Why you need a sales associate for your small business. Trust me, you want one. If this is something that you would like more help on, I would love to offer some support. I have a sales and marketing scorecard, which is an assessment that you can take. It's a questionnaire, and then based on what I'm seeing, I will send you an improvement plan that's about an 8-page report telling you exactly what you need to do in order to take your business to the next level. So if you're not sure, are my sales and marketing ready to bring on another salesperson? Take the scorecard and I can tell you. If it's not, I'll tell you what you need to do in order to get ready so that you can make that move soon. Some of you are like, yeah, I want this yesterday. So if you haven't had a chance to join us in our private Facebook community, please head on over to the Acquire group and join. It's a great place to ask questions, get connected, and just stay involved in the conversation. And please like this video, share it, subscribe, leave me a comment. I always love the comments. And that is it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.